something is going on here.
I mean, they've been dominant for a long time, Aster, in the Chinese region. Yeah, they struggled internationally, but they've kept up a very high standard. Perhaps he's just relaxing, but there's no excuse.
Maybe. I would like to see a White Album Lush for this game 3, or they're like, this is their last game. Whoever loses is out. It's do or die time. You've got to play your best, or
5 seconds remaining.
you know, there's no more Dota to play.
Give him Shadow Fiend, White Album Shadow Fiend, or Puck. I think those are the three, right? Leshrac, Puck, Shadow Fiend,
Right.
any of those, and you know he's going to be comfortable. You know, muscle memory will kick in.
Aster let out, like, they let Void through the draft this time.
Yeah.
They did ban the Invoker though. So
They have a
that's
way to
smart
deal with the
move.
Void. And maybe they're less concerned about the Void than they are about the Brewmaster, surprisingly.
If they get the Void here, I think we'll see a snap pick of an Oracle right away from Aster. RNG, they've lost their two best mid heroes for D-Stones. Are they going to pick up the Leshrac? Because if they do, they will take that away from White Album too. But, game one, the Lesh, I think D-Stones played well with this Lesh. It wasn't, the most amazing game,
good.
but it was good. So we're going with the Void. Okay, please not Leshrac though. Please not Leshrac. If we're going to go with the Faceless Void, let's not go down this route again. Just pick some hero that can do damage in the chrono. It's against Nyx, but do you really care? Does Lina actually care? That hero is just so good, exactly. Like, you're not gonna, like, you will care slightly, but you will still do your job and still be that carry of the game.
I mean, Lina used to be a go-to for RNG. They used to flex it between the mid and Pos 4 as well, so...
I like it. I like the Hoodwink. And, oh boy! It's here in game 3. Elimination game.
Steven's sweating.
Whoa. I'm not sweating. I'm just excited, all right? Okay?
Sweating out of excitement.
Excited. He's sweating.
Talk to us about this Lina, Steven. We want to hear all about it.
We really do.
So good. What do you want me to tell you? You should tell us because you're the newest member of the Church of Lina. So let us know.
Well, what more is there to say? She wins lanes. She pushes waves out. She has insane DPS. She has combined physical and magic damage. She doesn't need that many items to be effective. She's really fast. She has good map mobility. What more can you say about this Lina hero?
Thank you, Sister Mira.
You're welcome, brother Steven.
Oh god.
Hoodwink, but I do want to say what's not obvious is the Hoodwink pickup is so good against with the chrono, right? So now you don't have to worry about the damage in the chrono anymore because you got the setup for the Hoodwink's ult, and you're just gonna be able to burst some hero as long as you have someone who can deal maybe 500 600 damage. You should be able to have very good flow on Red Panda this time around. Plus they didn't take the Oracle yet. I do still think they should get it because it worked out, but they're going for the Shadow Demon instead.
Aster baited them so hard with that. They were ready.
Yeah. That's a good hero against Luna and also a good save in the chrono.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Shadow Demon looks really great here.
What a pick.
For obvious reasons, right? His disruption. You can use it offensively, you can use it defensively. He's also strong on lane. Also, he sets up for kills rather well with something like Lina. I can actually see him going mid this game, which I don't usually think about when I see a Shadow Demon. So my question for you guys is, how many times have you killed yourself as Hoodwink using Sharpshooter at Nyx? If you haven't done it at least once.
I think I've only played the hero once, so I haven't done it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Actually, just Nyx staying Vendetta in fights and just waiting for the Sharpshooter to come out. It was the funnest thing ever. Just you just know who he's aiming for. You just sit right in front of the guy. Boom! Spike Carapace.
Not a good time for the little squirrel.
So cute, isn't it, Hoodwink?
She's got really good voice lines, for sure. But she's so annoying. I hate her laugh.
I'm sure there's a furry somewhere in the Valve office. That's how they created Hoodwink.
She's so small, though. Look at her. She's, standing next to Void and Luna, who aren't even, big heroes.
Her animations are really nice as well. The way she bounds around, it's just like an actual squirrel.
But do you guys realize how large Shadow Demon is? He's the big hero portrait.
He's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
There are some weirdly large heroes.
Okay, so Tiny, new hero.
RNG's
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
First Tiny of the tournament. Okay, there's
Interesting.
something to talk about here. So Tiny,
Radiant
obviously,
team ban.
high burst damage was some of the highest burst in the game. He has been like nerfed recently, but it's still there. He can one-shot these backline supports like Shadow Demon later on in the game, which is going to be really valuable. But I don't think he has a good lane at all versus Lina, so I don't
10
want to see a
seconds
mid Tiny.
remaining.
Yeah,
I don't want to
good
see an
tempo.
off. I don't know. I don't know if I like this pick here because Medusa is also very durable. Nyx is durable. Like these are some. There are some like durable heroes.
Right.
On the
The
side of
thing about
Aster.
Tiny, I will say though, is like it provides you some good tempo. And with the hoodwink as well, that burst damage that you have now, these durable heroes will get bursted in the early game if you land the sharpshooter with it. Then in the late game, what I like about Tiny versus Dusa is when she pushes high ground, you can toss her into your base. Like displacing her is so good. She's very slow. She can't really get out
That's
either.
true.
Probably her teammates won't be buying any 4 staffs for her either. So it's not that bad. The Tiny versus the Dusa matchup in the late game.
10
But man,
seconds
this Aster
remaining.
draft again, just looking so good. They've got the Nyx assassin, which looks like a
5
great
seconds
Nyx game. The
remaining.
Mars plus the Medusa combo, really, really nice. Like one of Medusa's biggest problems is that she has to go for something like, you know, the Skadi or the Axe to hold people still, and then build the damage. With the Mars, she can just go straight into the damage. The Mars will hold them still for her. Shadow Demon, we've already talked about. Great game for it. Good for the save. Good for disrupting the Luna. Like, I love this Aster draft, honestly. And I said this last game as well, but man, this feels so good. I don't think there's anything RNG can pick to make me favor them with this last pick.
But I mean, RNG's draft does have merit too. Like
And-
Aster's draft looks nice and cohesive, but RNG's draft also looks nice and cohesive, right? We just haven't really gauged Tiny's
You may now select
power
your
level
heroes.
in this
True.
tournament or how he's been played just because we haven't seen him. But I'm not the biggest fan of Tiny at the moment just because I don't think he has a good lane versus Luna, and it is a mid Tiny, so
I just heard Mira like just pause the moment the panel came out. It's like, oh
Yeah.
god, I'm digging myself a grave right now with the Pangolier pick. I don't know. I'm just not.
yeah.
I just don't like
see
Pango
it.
that much either. It's
I
like
don't see it in this game. Well, okay, so the thing about Pango is I look at him as like a force of chaos in team
Mhm.
fights, and you need kind of that hero to cause chaos and get heroes to like stand by each other or in like bad positions, and then you follow up with a chrono. So that's like a cute little thing with these two heroes and interacting with each other. But I just don't see him having a great game this game.
the RNG can play very fast though. Like they
That's
don't
true.
really have long cooldowns. Like the chrono, you can call it a cooldown, but it's a position 5 void. He doesn't really care to use the chrono like perfectly. He just plays off time dilation anyway. They don't have that purge to remove time dilation this game.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot of potential for RNG to take over the early game. That being said, the well-rounded lineup comes from Aster, and because Aster, I do think going into this was like kind of the better team, and they have the Lina. I'm gonna have to. I can't go against Lina.
You can't go against Lina.
But
The Church of
I'm-
Lina remains solid. Effie, what say you?
I'm gonna go with Aster as well, just because their lineup meshes very well together. But I'm excited to see what kind of Dota we'll see coming out of the Tiny pick. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. We haven't seen him in a really long time. So
Yep, RNG, with their backs against the fire, they do decide to go for the Tiny, and a new pick, a new hero. Is it going to work out for them? Let's find out with our commentary duo. It's B-Cup and Mo Farah.
Thank you very much, Nomad. You know, backs against the fire. The Lina, I get it. Nailed it. I got the, connection there. We're together on this one. But we'll see what RNG can do here. I don't know if it's going to be a disaster with Tiny, which is weird because it's RNG and not Aster. You can't spell disaster without Aster.
30 seconds.
So we'll see what RNG can pull off. Back onto this Luna for God King, who had quite the game. So it'll be interesting what they can find with this and what D-Stones can get done with this Tiny's first game in this event. Right now, Monet and Lanham just high-fiving each other. Get the high fives going, you get the excitement up, you amp each other up, and you get ready for this third elimination game.
Battle begins.
I hope
hoping
you're
that
ready
you
for
can
the.
survive.
I hope you're ready for the tiny ags in the chronosphere with the tree volley thing.
Yeah.
This game, that's gonna be big. I'm telling you. I really hope it comes out because I think if you can get to that point on the hero where you have like ags daedalus, the hero feels ridiculous.
You think it's gonna get to that point where you've got that
No.
tree volley with? Okay.
I really favour Aster's draft personally. I think it looks really strong.
Kind of
this
feels like
Lina
a
hero-
70-30.
This Lina hero, I've signed up for the cult. I'm telling you, this hero's ridiculous.
Which cult would that be?
The cult of Lina,
Right.
the Church of Lina, whatever you want to call it, that Thieva and Effie are part of.
Right. You know, it's crazy. I walked into the Church of Lena and it was just all,
Odd.
Lena. It's very, very beautiful. The segments they did, everything that they brought together.
I will say that,
Avalanche,
yeah.
White Album. Ooh.
I was about to say, D-Stone's having a great start to the lane. Almost solo kills the Lina as well. Jeez.
Almost a quick solo kill.
I'd have left the cult.
Immediately.
Joined and left, yeah.
Just drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I just came for the snacks.
You guys finishing that? You know those tin of cookies that your grandparents have? It's in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that big blue tin. And it's never filled with cookies because it was once bought in the 1960s. And then never refilled. Ooh, Lena. Still sitting low, pops the south. Now we'll go to the water rune.
She bought a salve because she got really low before. So that bottle was going to be delayed on the Lina. That hurts quite a lot.
Spear. God King. Borax trying to get a kill here onto this Luna. Won't have enough. But Red Panda's taking a lot of damage. He'll time walk towards Borax and XXS.
I mean, something we haven't talked about is, yes, so far between us is this, the time dilation against the Shadow Poison. Obviously makes it very difficult for Borax in this lane to ever start building up those stacks. Ooh, Felix.
Trying to see if he's all right on this Hoodwink. Hoodwink's been very popular throughout the event.
Yeah, I think this Pango hero as well is so exciting. Exciting to watch. Really enjoy seeing what people can do. Again, it feels like such a high skill cap hero. And there's a few of them we've seen this tournament, you know, like the Invokers and things as well. But Pango definitely up there.
Money to burn.
Pango always fun to watch too. I'm a big fan of seeing the build with the Blink Dagger and everything, and just how much you can disrupt in these fights. It's all about controlling that hero, making sure that you can keep the disruption on these exchanges. Disruption, spear coming through. God King though, Lucent Beam on a Borax, right click, seeing God King gets first blood, but then it falls soon after. Which is solo experience for XXS.
Yeah, but again, you can see the problem with the time dilation against the Shadow Poison. Like, they can't build up that big damage. Nice, Carapace.
Would it almost be worth swapping Lanum and Borax in their lanes?
Maybe, but you kind of want to put the melee with the range, right? In both lanes.
Why by going down to Monet? So that'll answer my question. No.
I think
Lanum's
Nyx,
okay down here.
like Nyx Deuce is such a strong lane, right? You have that melee range combo, you know, the Nyx can be a bit of a meat shield for the Deucer in these early stages of the game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh,
Ooh, bushwhack. Toss over under the tower, and we'll eat 1-2 tower shots. D-Stones gets the kill on a White Album. And Tiny showing some strength here.
It's not a great day for White Album so far, is it? It's struggling a little bit in that last game on the Storm, and now this game on the Lena. I think his first, I think it was the second wave, went really badly, and then the rotation for a Hoodwink just spells his death.
Time dilation once again, the disruption through, as well as the spear onto this Luna once again. Lucent beam from a distance.
Radiant's
And Red Panda gets the bash. There it is. He wasn't getting it for the longest time, and now finally drops it.
Through the Church of Lena. I'm in the Church of Void because apparently his god pays up.
Oh. Just right back.
Oh, big snake. Got the range creep and the Pango.
He looks over towards mid once again.
Are they making any ancient stacks on either side? Okay, yeah, it looks like the Hoodwink's making some stacks.
Disruption and the Shadow Poison coming through. Red Panda's gonna die to XXS.
I thought he was gonna live.
For a second, maybe.
Must have been close. Oh no, the Church of Lena are threatening me in the OGA chat. The Discord chat. Oh no.
Once you join, you're never allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Acorn shot, bushwhack, Red Panda coming over. Avalanche, time dilation, toss up into the air. This isn't under the tower this time. LSA as well as the impale with the Laguna Blade.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I just... The grass isn't always greener. I'm sorry. Oh, they put the sentry down to find the kill, and they also see a ward, but they didn't quite kill it in time.
Now they have a 1k lead. They also just have Monet having such a good time over bottom. Barry's trinket.
Oh, that's such a good leader I am. And there's a possess mask for the Deucer. Probably the best two items they could hope for. That ward's still there as well. Oh, Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, that'll come out over bottom. They've got the bushwhack
No
followed
mana.
up. No mana on Monet, but they've got the disruption, so it's fine.
top tower is under attack.
The Deucer illusions get the CS though. Feel Shadow Demon Man.
I need to get good at Shadow Demon. This also, I feel like a hero that needs communication. You disrupt somebody who doesn't want to get disrupted, all of a sudden you're just getting reported for griefing.
I think it's never a bad hero, but in certain games it feels incredible.
A lot of heroes I'm just afraid to play where I'm just solo queuing by myself a lot, and I would like to have communication playing a certain hero.
No. No communication. Only pings.
Why am I getting clown pinged? Based on T-stones. It's that mana shield up just in time, but it is not gonna matter.
Yeah, I mean, when you have 1 point in mana shield and only 200 mana, unfortunately your life against the party is not going to...
Ooh. Another Laguna Blade, another kill.
Right. White Album's stepping it up ever since I
Tried to
called
diss
him
the
out.
church.
Middle tower is under attack.
That's my power today, though. I'm strong
Aster's
with everything,
curse?
so...
Dire's top tower
Alright.
is under attack.
It's a good curse to have. You have the power to form good games. Like you said, this was going to be very one-sided, even in net worth right now.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well,
is under attack.
It kind of is. I think the Radiant side are doing slightly better.
Just saying.
But, you know, we've seen this Luna hero quite a lot. We understand what it can do. It's such a hard Luna game, though. I think Deuce is one of the better cores against it, and there's a Shadow Demon on the other team as well.
Is
What were you going to say?
huh. Oh, just looking at Flyby, he's going Echo Saber on Pangolier.
Yeah, that's good. It's like a really stat efficient item.
Yeah.
The slow proc effect works on the swashbuckle as well.
Ooh, another catch, another Laguna Blade, another kill.
Burns,
Easy
doesn't
peasy.
it?
Praise be to the Laguna Blade.
Oh, good arena.
Arena Spear, the catch God King out. XXS will finish him off. Rolling Thunder, not sure that's gonna be anything more than just a Rolling Thunder, as XXS kind of does a little dirty dance there. But D-Stones comes over, and there's the Avalanche, but a two-man impale might keep him alive. Gets into the trees and survives.
Did he impale the creep that was tossed in the air?
Dire's
I think he might have
structures
done.
are fortified. Dire's middle
What a
tower
play.
is under attack.
And all of a sudden there's a 2k network lead on the Radiant. That's pretty good. He says that's
Ooh,
blink.
XXS. Not sure he's got his dancing shoes on this time, but I say that. Time dilation, Chrono on the edge.
He wants Lanham as
They
well.
do catch XXS. Just needs a bash here. Just one. Just needs one. Oh,
Get it.
there it is for D-Stones.
I think that's Lance coming out on the Luna now as well, which is quite nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and going into the Yasha after.
Is under attack.
Well, that's interesting. So the thing is with illusions on Dusa. Oh, hang on.
Gosh, Red Panda again. Every time. Laguna Blade killing a Red Panda. It's been that way 3 times in a row now.
Sorry, cute little play I want to quickly mention. The thing about Dusa illusions, like SD illusions and things on Dusa, or like mantas and things, whenever you make illusions on Dusa, whatever you've got the split shot toggled on or off is the form that the Dusa comes out as. Right, so if you toggle split shot off and then the SD makes illusions, they can only attack single targets the whole time. So when they were pushing the tower, he toggled it off so that the illusions would only hit the tower, so he could farm at the same time on all the creeps. That was quite cool.
By the way, Borek's going straight axe. Ooh, White Album again. Another kill.
He's all over the place at this point, White Album. He's having a great time.
I think this is what we've expected from him the entire tournament, is this kind of aggression.
And this Lena isn't even the scariest hero at the moment. Like, this Dusa's already having a great time, now she's taking an anxious stack. And if you look at the net worth difference between the Dusa and the Luna at the end of this stack, it's going to be terrifying. Yeah. Almost 2k net worth between them. She's almost got Manta.
And Monet just having so much space to farm, wasn't even bothered top. You have a 4k lead, and their 3 cores lead the net worth. And not only that, but Borax is getting away with a lot of farm. And the 4 position that is supposed to be Felix on this Hoodwink has the lowest net worth.
Is under attack.
Yeah,
Borax already has
that was pretty bad.
Yeah, and Borax already has the point booster going for this Ags.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That could ultimately end up being a problem.
Tiny. Like, this Tiny's doing okay, but it's not really scaling into the game at the moment, right? Like, it's taking the bot tier 1, which is fantastic. But I think there's a lot of reliance on defense here to carry on finding kills. And it's not easy against, like, Nyx, for example, as well. Because if you don't toss the Nyx first and you avalanche... Oh, hang on.
Arena Spear, Red Panda, he'll tank another kill. He's 1-6-3.
This Deuce is just massive.
Isn't that, though, with Tiny kind of slotting in a little bit standard to what he's always been? You get that blink, you get a good timing, but if you don't do anything with it, it all of a sudden feels pretty poor.
Yeah, kind of. Because you don't farm like that fast, right? Unless you use your mana.
And you're trying to use your mana to get kills, but
Yeah, and
also with Luna farming, you can't really use your mana to want to take over the map, right?
That there is exactly what I was talking about as well. You try and find the Nyx, and if you avalanche, he can just cancel the combo out by just pressing Spike Carapace. Because there's lots of like little instances of damage of avalanche that you can use in between. God King going for the Crystallis this game. So
Dire's top
not
tower
the same build
is
that we
under
saw
attack.
before with like the Hurricane Pike, for example.
Bad intel?
Oh, nice blink by XXS. He's taken part in a lot of kills so far on the Mars as well. He's doing a really good job.
By the way, Manta picked up and already 1,000 gold into the Scotty
Dire's
for
top
Monet.
tower is under attack.
And that Skadi timing going to be such a strong moment in the game.
Not only is that Scotty timing going to be a strong moment in the game, but Borax is moving quick on this Ags. I don't mean to alarm anyone, but 1,500 gold away. Pretty significant amount of farm. Arena Spear coming through onto God King. Spy Carapace with the Vendetta and the Impale. They'll have the Dragon Slave, and White Arm will get the kill. God King not getting the open free range he had in the previous game, in this one.
Middle tower is under attack.
I like this Tiny hasn't died yet, but it just doesn't feel like it's doing enough. You know, in comparison to the
Ooh, missing the Impale. Spike Carapace hits onto the Faceless Void. They should still have this. It's actually Flyby who swipes it.
Is under attack.
A little rude on that, you know.
right at the tip of the swashbuckle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, D-Stone's
good
Avalanche, and now the man to use Stone Gaze. Sharpshooter, God's Rebuke coming through. D-Stone's in some trouble. They land the spear on a red panda, of course. And now Flyby tries to come in, swashbuckles away. As D-Stone's in the face with this Mars. XXS still moving forward. We're going to use that GG tree. They'll land a bushwhack, but that doesn't combine. And now they've got the spear landing onto the Hoodwink. The damage onto the Avalanche. XXS and White Album get hit, but they get the kill on the Felix. Now they look over at D-Stones. Make that a third.
They are.
Aster just continuing to roll.
They're just running all over them right now. And they try to just poke at the Deucer, but she gets the Stone Gaze off, and then all of a sudden you're in this really awkward situation where the Panga can't carry on rolling towards the Deucer. He gets like Stone Gazed up as well, because it's BKB piercing. And they're just spending the whole fight trying to run away.
And they don't run fast enough.
And the thing is as well, you can farm back your mana so easily on Deucer, like going through the jungle. You find like the Mud Golem camps, you find the Satyr camps, the little Satyr camps.
Get a bit caught up here?
Imclaw, Bullwhip there for the Radiant side. Lanham showing up. There's the Impale LSA. And White Elm actually doesn't have the mana for Laguna. Not sure he'll need it if he could just get one more right click. And actually find it.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Ooh, DD on the Void. Let's go.
Oh my god, look at these Medusa illusions.
Yeah,
Mid.
they're ridiculous. You split push out lanes so easily with this SD plus
And you
one
get
combo.
so much gold.
And that's probably one of the reasons why Borax is so farmed as well. You know, not only have they been finding all these kills and great opportunities in the game, but... Yeah?
Borax is like, oh, you made this farm, Medusa? No, I made this farm, Medusa.
So, one of the cool things about this as well is I'm pretty sure Swashbuckle... the disarm can be cancelled, right? On the... From the Pango. So if he goes Shard after the Axe
Radiant's bottom
on
tower is under attack. Dire
SD,
are scanning.
then you can take off the Lucky Shot with the because it's an ally purge right on the Shadow Demon. So like where this Pango is normally a really good answer to the range cores and things. If you have just the constant purge coming out onto the Deucer from one of the Shadow Demon ults,
They
she
want to
just
go
freely do
on
what she
Monet,
wants.
but I feel like this is a little bit of a bait. They'll go to the Eclipse. They've got the Spear. Monet taking a little bit of damage, goes to the Stone Gaze. They've got the Laguna Blade. They'll get the kill on a God King, and they'll Chrono's going to come in, but it's not going to be well placed. It hits 3 heroes on the side of Aster, but there's nothing to follow it up. They go after D-Stones. They've got the right clicks to get the kill on the Tiny. Bushwhack hits on Nyx Assassin for a split second. Felix taking a little bit of damage, and Red Panda continuing to run. The 1-2 of RNG will fall, and Aster another successful fight under their belt.
Yeah, great fight for them. And there's the Axe on Borax. Yeah, and he has got the Shard queued up as well. I really like that. I think it's a great idea.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, they see the TP coming in from the void.
And no chrono, just time dilation and
Oh, dear.
a dead void.
So what I'm hearing here is that if Aster do win this game, that's 2 losses in a row on RNG's +5 void. Has it been cracked, B-Cop?
It's hard to say just because if they do lose, they are eliminated, but I don't think 2 games makes a crack. That being said, that's not always true. Like, 1 game could be case cracked, like how Beachy that one time figured out how to deal with Jinkyu techies.
Dire's top tower.
I'll
is
go
under
with
attack.
yeah. It's been cracked
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
if they win.
Radiant's
And they've kind of shut it
Dire's
down
top
anyway.
tower
Even
has
if
fallen.
RNG do pull
Yeah,
this
I
back,
think-
1-8-4.
Radiant's
It feels like they've
middle
kind of
tower
just
is
focused on
under
their own
attack.
game, you know? Oh,
Dire's top tower is under
she didn't get
Lina
BKB
caught,
off.
and Lina now dead.
Oh dear, 700 gold to the Luna. And they should be able to try and push this tier 2 bot now, I think.
You say that. There are illusions pushing top. There is a catapult here. They do force the glyph. Okay. Borax, 3 charges on the demonic purge, ready to go. Glyph of his own, rolling thunder coming out, and now they're going to try and catch Borax, but he does have disruption if he gets into the slightest bit of trouble. Right now, just the back and forth. Stone Gaze Arena on the other side. They look over at Felix. They've also caught T-Stone's 2-man impale. That's going to be not 1, but should be 2. And now God King standing his ground. Oh, he goes to the Eclipse very early.
Oh, the
Red
slow
Panda
from the
stuck on the
Skadi.
cliff, and he'll time walk down. They land the spear out on the Luna. Chrono comes in. Is it going to save God King? God's Rebuke. God King not stronger than the God's Rebuke, and the damage coming in from XXS. Red Panda going to time walk even further away, but it's not far enough away. As the snake comes in, the right clicks are there, and Borax takes out Red Panda.
This is starting to
Oh,
look really grim.
White Album. Maybe if he had tried to call an LSA there, he might have been able to get the kill.
There's a Roche up at any point that has to want to take it here as well, so they can honestly do whatever they want in this game at this point, I think. They would have to mess up so many fights in a row for RNG to come back into this.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
RNG would have to really pull out something spectacular, I think.
Dire's
6%.
bottom tower has fallen.
I think that's a very brave 6% as
Dire's
well.
bottom tower is under attack.
I would argue it's close to 1 or 2.
Now 1 or 2, and once you're hitting the milk percentages, it's hard to come back. And by that I mean 1% milk, 2% milk.
Dire's
Do you have that in the EU?
under attack.
No, I don't think. I don't think so.
I've seen 3% milk in Romania as well.
Is that just the thingy
It's the
content?
fat content, yeah.
Oh, we have different coloured tops, but I don't know what percentages they are.
Ooh, Lanham putting pressure on the God King. When they go to the arena, they've got the spear right on the God King. Stone Gaze, BKB, all getting popped. They get the kill on the God King. Rolling Thunder hitting on XXS, but is it going to matter? They've got the Bushwhack thrown out, but the BKB gets popped by XXS as White Albums runs out. And they lose the Luna, they'll lose Red Panda, 2 heroes dead. RNG looking for an opportunity to jump in. And they might just take their last-ditch effort to jump as T-Stone's potentially looking for an opening. And it's right here by Roche.
Radiant are scanning.
Bounty.
Oh dear, here's the Roche. You can't kill the Deucer once.
To the Radiant.
Never mind twice.
Almost has this Daedalus. By the way, Borax does have the shard as well as that Axe.
Data are scanning.
For the record, I did have
Dust on Lanham.
Oh.
Oh. He's like asking them to go on to this Nyx Assassin. And now here comes White Album. LSA's not going to land, but there's the BKB coming up from White Album with the Laguna Blade thrown over to Felix. He's going to get a little bit low. The spear lands on a Red Panda. They'll have themselves now almost a dozen kills on Red Panda. He's at 11 at the moment.
Pango's cut a wave, I think. Oh, he didn't kill the whole thing, but there's another wave coming anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Daedalus on the Deucer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
like
tower
this,
is under attack.
that is kind of like this dangle just at the front of the fight. Like, yeah, if you want to go on me, that's fine. Like, I know my team are coming.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
If you do go on me, it's not going to be good for you. You've got Carapace. If you don't, then
Is
trouble.
Nyx is Nyx a bug right now, or is he an anglerfish?
Is under attack.
The world may never know.
these Deucer illusions.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh, that snake is going to heal so much mana. Oh my god.
Oh my god. They'll toss him to the tier 4. They're going to try and kill him twice, but they've got themselves the arena. The Chrono on a 4. It leaves Medusa vulnerable, or does it? Medusa just turns around, goes after D-Stones, and will get the kill on a Red Panda. It's a double kill for White Album. BKB gets popped by White Album, making a triple kill. Going for the ultra kill. Now can you get this man a rampage? Somebody run in. They'll call GG. White Album will be left with the ultra kill, but also the series victory.
Radiant.
What a great performance by Aster. I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to this laning stage. The Luna did okay, right? But then White Album and the Mars between the leader and the Mars between them just take over the game. It feels like, you know, they kind of went around the map doing whatever they want. The Deuce had the most amazing laning stage. She goes and just farms this ancient camp, the ancient stack, and it's just they can't deal with her like at any point in the game anymore. And they just rally around the Deucer. You know, they have this really great Shadow Demon pick, which I think helped them a lot. You know, we talked about the Axe and the Shard. The Deucer basically just stands still in the middle of the fight. And fair play to Aster, they read the game really well. I think they played fantastically as a unit that game, which is not really what we saw from them before. And the Church of Lena strikes again.
Yeah, so they're going to need to really continue to emulate that as they go on if they want to survive in this tournament. Aster get the 2-1 victory, and we bid adieu to RNG and say hello to the panel once again. So we're going to send it